Hello and good afternoon. Welcome, all of you, to the House of Portugal daily encounter at 4:30 in the afternoon, Southern African time. I am so excited today. Thank you, everybody that came and put a like, a comment, that participated, that got excited for me as well and for us, as we have officially open the House of Portugal after many years. This is an opening to the world. The House of Portugal has been a registered company with its intellectual property registered under South African law in South Africa, Johannesburg, and has been from the start company dedicated to the Portuguese language and culture in South Africa, mostly focused on the Portuguese community, either with voiceover on Sports Channel as Massimo, or as sworn translator for translators for the Portuguese embassy in South Africa and the Portuguese General Consulate, and the Angolan embassy and Mozambican embassies in South Africa, but also as well in the private sector to many public and private enterprises, development organizations, NGOs as well. The preferred partner on bridging, and it was about the bridging the culture gap existing with the 400 Portuguese citizens or descendants living in South Africa. And then from there, for interpretation, writing for the Portuguese magazine Notícia, and contributing in many of the festas, folklore, cultural activities, partnering also with Alliance Française, with Coordenação de Ensino, teaching Portuguese at the University of Witwatersrand as a major, and also as the Portuguese language school at Wits. We have been at the House of Portugal very much driven on to also doing import and export of traditional products for these goods that the 400,000 Portuguese are craving from the homeland, bringing them here to South Africa, but also assisting this now 3-4 generations of Portuguese bridging onto Portugal of today, not the Portugal that they left or they heard about from parents and grandparents that it was, and most of them who have left in a very poor, under dictatorship, Portugal, and to find out and get overwhelmed of how amazingly skilled and Portugal and pleasant Portugal is also as a country of investment and development. And so my personal journey involved as a diplomat, as political counselor, commercial counselor, as a trade officer, as a senior trade commissioner assistant, evolved and got more into the energy, water nexus, into the mining expertise, the investment, funding and financing mechanisms, and life just got in a way, I suppose, and becoming a world export on bio and circular economy and a single mom totally made me put the House of Portugal a little bit on a standby mode. So it was with big pride that in the beginning of 2020 we took the bold courage movement on to cutting off the diplomatic life and just doing what I always do, what I'm known to do, bridging businesses between Nordic countries as Canada, Finland, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Portugal, Spain, and Southern Africa. And like South Africa, Angola, Mozambique, Mauritius, Seychelles, Namibia, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Botswana. So these are our skills. And I am so thrilled about the response that that we got from launching in a very, very humble way our website and putting public all that we do to everybody and exposing to all the private and public sector out there the immediate response. We keep our low profile, our very classic, traditional, very straightforward, based on ethical, very strong ethical grounds and basis work, and just being. And one of our mottos is, it is what it is. So thank you so much for everybody. And I'm also very proud to announce that very, very, very soon we will be reopening the House of Portugal Academy, which we have put on hold since believe late 2014. It's coming back now with very advanced manuals approved by the Coordenação de Ensino, Instituto Camões, which is the government agency from the Ministry of Education of Portugal towards the teaching of Portuguese language abroad, and especially for adolescents and foreign adults, and also making use of very, very high-end technology, electronic audio visuals as well. And we are just about to start. We're going to reopen this academy in May, but in February, apologies. And we will be able to give you more details sooner these days. Okay, so not today. Today is a day to celebrate a fantastic step, which is the public official launch of the House of Portugal website. Please look for us, www.thehouseofportugal.com. Scroll around. Make sure that you open every single link. It's comprehensive, it's extensive, it has exclusive areas, has a whole lot of range. It has an exclusive shop that has two perspectives, a very traditional product, Portuguese traditional, and high-end Nordic Southern Africa, top exclusive, and I say again, exclusive gourmet shop. Okay, so this is a very special day, and I cheers to you with a proper South African wine that, if you want to know more, you just have to go on to the shop, www.thehouseofportugal.com. So, as promised, today, let's start by building on this series of events that we started on Saturday about the backbone of Portugal and how it's important to understand this in order for you to either start doing business in Portugal or with the Portuguese spoken country in Africa, or even because you have a personal relationship with the Portuguese, or you are considering investing or even financially immigrating to Portugal, and you want to take your business with you or your activity, and you don't want to be looked on the side. So you want to really, really become part and make Portugal your country. Okay, so we have started with the Celt influence. Following the Celt influence, we jump onto the Romans, the Goths, the Visigoths, then the Moors, and around the 780s we have the Reconquista, which is absolute important time in Portugal as a country. So we call it the Christian reconquest, and the emergence of Portugal. So Christians continuously try to get rid of the Moors, and the first attempt is said to have been as early as 10 years after their invasion. So this was when a man named Pelagio won the first Christian victory against the hated invaders in the north of Iberia. Now, I'm sure that use very much the word plagiarize. to plagiarize someone's work, to use someone's work and to put your name onto it. Okay, perhaps you didn't know that. That is because Pelagio was the man that won the Moors using their own message against the Christians. So he was officially the first spy, the first infiltrated agent. So, though the military significance was small at the time, it lifted Christian morale. So, over the years, the Christians reconquered several areas from the north to south of the peninsula. So, the north was reconquered earlier with the Portuguese allies, close to Porto or close to the Douro River, back in Christian hands by 868. And then Coimbra, which is today the capital, the academic capital of the Iberian Peninsula, holding the European oldest university and one of the oldest in the world by 1064. So several Christian kingdoms were formed. So in 1095, Afonso VI, the ruler of the kingdom of Leon and Castile, established the county of Portugal. Portus, like arbor, Calem, by the arbor. So the Douro River started, and that is where the county would end. That was the limitation. So between the rivers of Douro and Mondego, so between Porto, Douro, Portus, and Coimbra. And remember, we spoke about Conímbriga as well, since the times of the Celts. So, okay, in 1039, history says that the ruler of this county, Afonso Henriques, won a battle over the Moors and declared Portugal a separate kingdom with himself as king. So I'm sorry to tell you, but I was brought up in that area, and it's not exactly like that. So there was a county where closer to Bracara Augusta, where all the Christians, Vatican, etc., were established, and another county that was given to Dona Urraca, sister of the king of Leon and Castile, that received the daughter of the king of Leon, Dona Teresa, as an exchange of gratitude to a Templar named Dom Henrique for winning a battle over the Moors. And that was in São Turcato, very close to Guimarães. And that is why it is said that Guimarães is the cradle of Portugal as a country. So Dona Urraca received Dom Henrique and Dona Teresa. They married in that county with a manor which is now Passo dos Duques, or actually they established in what is Castelo dos Mouros, which is like 200 meters from the back. And that actually my mom has a beautiful view too from a bed. And then they had a son, which was Dom Afonso Henriques. And Dom Afonso Henriques fought the father until he killed him, because he was fighting the influence of the kingdom of Leon, fought his mother, Dona Teresa, and proclaimed himself as a king, and that land, that county, as a kingdom, which was Portugal, a separate kingdom from Leon. And that was after the Battle of São Mamede, in between what is today the Largo de Oliveira e o Largo de São Mamede. Or other people say that it was a little bit up to the north towards São Turcato, where today there is a huge cathedral, or the Largo de São Mamede, which was also today called Feira do Pão. And there is where Portugal was born in 1129. Curious enough, one of the men that fought with Dom Henrique and was given, so Dom Henrique was given Dona Teresa's hand and that piece of land by the King of Leon. That other second man was given a piece of land as a geographic military county, which was Arcos de Valdevez, and that is where he erected what is today the Passo da Glória, and that was Mafrobé. So 4 years later, Afonso VI of Leon Castile recognized Portugal as a separate independent kingdom, as did Pope Alexander as well in 1179. So, under Pope legislation, Portugal became legitimately a country. Now, it's enough for today. Today is a day for celebration for the official launch of the House of Portugal and of our website and of everything that we are able to deliver with proven records. So please visit us www.thehouseofportugal.com. Send me a private message. I promise that I might not be as fast as you would like, but I would answer all your questions and I will guide you as much as I can. And thank you so much. And I shall see you tomorrow, 4:30 in the afternoon, Southern African time. Please visit our website. Please put a like. Please subscribe to all our channels. We are on LinkedIn. We are on YouTube. We are on Facebook. And we are on Twitter. And we are here, of course, on Instagram every day. So God bless, take care, and stay safe. I'll see you tomorrow, and stay tuned for more news of when we're going to open our academy.